Off Script with Tony Cash, a space for honest dialogue, conversations that may not fit traditional formats, but are essential for real growth. We tackle the questions the church often avoids through transparent conversation, trusted experts, and biblical clarity. Off Script delivers godly answers to real-life issues without judgment, fear, or performance, because people don't live in sermons, they live in real life. This is
Off Script.
Yeah.
Off Script.
Cash. And tonight I have a treat for you. You know, Off Script is all about saying what other people won't say, doing what other people won't do in a way that still pleases God. And I know tonight, my guest tonight, it's going to please God. Listen, tonight I have the incomparable, the most amazing, Atlanta's own, the magnificent, I sound like Jesse Jackson, Joyce Littell with us tonight. Joyce, say hi to the people.
Hey.
Hey. Listen, let me
you
tell
want the Quiet Storm version?
Right.
Hi.
Listen, real quick, let me tell you a little bit about Joyce Littell. Number one, let me say this to you. She's been my friend for over 30-some odd years and didn't even know it. I'm now her pastor, we just talk, but I'm going to give you a little bit about Joyce. Joyce Littell is a 30-year veteran of the radio industry, known for the smooth voice, authentic personality, and deep connection with listeners across Atlanta and beyond. For more than 2 decades, she hosted the iconic, let me say that again, the iconic late night show called what? The Quiet Storm on WVEE V103. Hold on. Now this is Off Script, right?
Right.
We about to just go off script a little bit on Joyce because I wrote a little something that was inspired by Joyce Littell called The Quiet Storm. Let's hit it.
Y'all remember when 10 o'clock hit? The music slowed down. Teddy P, Rick James ruled the sound. That late night love hour, man. That Quiet Storm, huh? Yeah. Y'all remember 10 o'clock music used to slow down. Teddy P and Rick James, they ruled the sound. Marvin Gaye, sexual healing. Got love and motion, had his sisters feeling. It was a quiet storm on the radio.
Yeah. That's what we used to listen to when we listened to Joyce.
He playing, but I might play it tonight.
I really do. It was the Quiet Storm and it drove him crazy. All right, listen, y'all gonna hear that song later on, but we love some Joyce Littell. One of the most beloved slow jam radio programs in the city was the Quiet Storm. And over the years, Joyce has also hosted Love and Relationships, a talk show that explored the complexities of romance, communication, and personal growth, and she has been heard nationally as co-host of the syndicated automotive program Auto Scoop. I used to hear you on Auto Scoop trying to figure out what was wrong with my transmission. And her influence in media and culture has been widely recognized. She has been named one of Rolling Out magazine's 25 most influential women in Atlanta, is regularly listed among who's who in Black Atlanta and White Atlanta, and received the Trailblazer Award from the city of Stockbridge, Georgia. Beyond radio, she's an entrepreneur, a community leader. She is the CEO of Latel Concepts, an entertainment and promotion company that has produced events and organizations including for BET and numerous celebrities. She has also been active in organizations such as the National Council of Negro Women, the Coalition of 100 Black Women, and the National Association of Black Female Executives in Music and Entertainment. Known for her authenticity, resilience, powerful voice in media, Joyce Latel continues to inspire audience and help shape the landscape of Black Atlanta and Black radio. Boys, girls, women, and men, I present to you none other than my friend, Joyce Latel. Joyce, how you feeling this evening?
I feel good. You know what? Let me push my head back in just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Wow.
It is truly a pleasure to be with you, Pastor Tony, my friend. When you mentioned you've known me for a long time, he used to come and perform poetry at some of my poetry events. Who knew?
Look how God
years
works.
Later, we right here making some things happen here at the Leadership Center and on Off Script. So thank you. Thank you
it's a pleasure. It's a joy
for allowing me to sit here with you.
No, it's a joy, and it's a joy to serve the community with you. Listen, the people want to know, and I want them to know. So we're going to go right in.
Ooh.
Joyce, after more than 3 decades of radio, what's the truth about the industry that most listeners would be shocked to even know?
Well, you know what? Actually, it's 4.
Oh, it's 4.
I have been in radio for 42 years.
Wow.
And the truth about it is, and most people might know or might not know, that it is competitive inside.
Wow.
Just as much as it is a competitive outside. And that's not a bad sense from the inside,
right,
because you gotta have something that's gonna make you want to be the best at it.
Okay.
Now, sometimes there's some situations.
Come on, can you talk about it though? You got it.
We're gonna try.
Okay.
But there are some situations in which the competition might create separation or a divide.
Okay.
But it should all be done in the spirit of becoming the best. Becoming the best radio station among the 11 urban stations that's in this market.
Okay.
There are 11 stations that I compete with every night on the Quiet Storm. And then there are 20 plus staff that I compete with every day. In a good sense, it's because we need something to help drive us at 10 o'clock tonight when you do tune in and listen, that I know I have to have that edge. I know I have to make sure that who I am, what I say, how I say it, the music that I play is better than anyone that's inside and out.
Wow. And trust me, you have done that for Atlanta and the world a long time. So now I'm going to pivot because you said that. So get ready. Now, because somebody might be listening, so be careful what I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Now, if you can sit in the room right now with executives who make decisions in radio today, what would you say to them today, or finally say to them today, that maybe you wouldn't have had the courage to say early in your career that you think would make radio better?
Well, one great thing, Tony, is that I am in that room now.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been in radio for 42 years. I've been at V103 for 32, and 5 of those years have been now the brand manager of our news and talk station. So every week I'm in the meeting with the powers that be. And telling them, you know, what my desires are as a brand manager of a radio station, and then also talking to the program director of the station that I still work for. And I think the biggest thing is to not discount women, one, because we are knowledgeable, and not to discount aging women
Right.
who are in this because I am aging
Right.
in business, but I still have the fire. I still desire to win, and I still want to be a part of all the happenings
right.
that are going
Yes.
on. So please don't think
Right.
that if it's an opportunity to show up at maybe something that skewers a little
Right.
young, don't think
Nope.
that I
Right,
can't
come on
hang.
now.
You know,
Yeah.
because I can, and I've been trained, and I have the personality to do that. But I think that the biggest thing is don't discount who women are.
Yes.
Because I'm a woman, and what we are capable of doing.
Yes.
You know, turning a station into a most listened to station, hiring good staff who are willing to help you take that station to a level. And then if we've been around for a while, we still have ideas.
Yes.
We still have, you know, we still want to create. And so don't discount us from, you know, those opportunities to present, you know, that to the masses and
Yes.
to the upper level management, you know, in my case.
So here's how wonderful, when there's synergy, things just flow. Because one of the questions I want to ask you is, do you believe that women, especially African American women, still have to be twice as good as men or women of other culture to get the same opportunity?
Is saying HELL disrespectful to you? I just want to know.
Now, we on script, so it's okay. In this moment,
HELL, no. Yeah, I mean, you know, we got it. I mean, here at the Leadership Center, you married to one that got it.
Yes.
That got it, know how to manage it, know how to handle it,
Yes.
know how to do it,
Yes.
know what to do.
Yes.
And when it falls short, we figure out how to
Yes.
bring it back.
Yes.
It's no different in the entertainment music
Right,
industry.
right.
It is no different. So and I think women, we still, I'm about to get out the chair and we still have to know how to be assertive.
Yes.
Look, if it's something that you want, you say it, do it, and go for
Yes.
it. And that's not just in my industry, and since we're talking about it, but if I got an idea, I think it's gonna happen.
Come on.
And then here's the other piece. Is a lot of times when you've been in the business for as long as I have,
Yes.
I'd have met a whole bunch of folks.
Right.
Some I'd have met for one time.
Right.
Some I put in my phone.
Right.
And some I can go back to on any given occasion. So I'm one of them people that says, if you say no, and I still want to do it,
Right.
I'm going to figure out a way
Yes.
to make it happen. And then when it turns out to be good, then here you come. Oh, that was just
Yeah, that's normal. The
But
bandwagon
remember
folks.
you told me.
Right.
So
The bandwagon folks.
Yeah, I think we have to just stay knowledgeable.
Yes.
You know, like Pastor E says, don't get ready. Stay ready.
Stay ready.
You have to stay
Yes.
ready. And especially if you want to advance in your field. Because the cool thing is, I didn't ask to be the brand manager of News and Talk
Right.
at AOK. As a matter of fact, when I got the call, I was in the gym.
Right.
I didn't tell it, but I was in the gym.
You know what?
I was in the gym, and I got the call, and I was like, "You sure?" And they were like,
Yeah, we should.
"We know that the best person for this job will be you." And I knew who had come before me: the Jean Rosses, the Connie Flint, all of these strong women in the industry had come before me. And so Connie, God rest her soul, is passed, but I was on the phone with Jean. I was like, Jean,
Right.
you think I should make this move? And she also said, Joyce, I was the one that helped.
Right.
Tell me.
Right.
So, yeah, we just have to be ready, stay ready, and when we get the opportunity, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Did you hear that at home? Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
No, don't be scared, because she's telling you that everything you need is already in you. Now, Joyce, here's what's interesting. I've watched the landscape of radio and entertainment change. And with, you got podcasts, you got streaming, you got social media. Tell us, how have you, what has helped you, to remain relevant in this change? Because you from the, you remember when radio was, and now it's changed.
It has changed dramatically.
Okay.
But one of the coolest things, and we get information that we can read about when it comes to the industry all the time. And there's a magazine that sends articles that talks about inside radio. And one of the biggest things that they have talked about is black folk still like to listen to radio. Number one, it's not necessarily the music, it's the personality.
Okay.
It's being informed instantly.
Okay.
Yes, digitally you can be informed instantly, but it's nothing like having a personality that you can trust, and they'll say, well, if Joy said it, it must be
okay.
It must be right. So the industry as a whole still service the black community as a terrestrial radio that you go in and you turn on. But even with that, it has made it comfortable to listen in various forms. Like right now, I listen to WAOK. WAOK is an AM station. But if you turn it on in my car, which is on an HD frequency, it sounds like we're booming 100,000 watts. Same thing with our app. You turn on the app, and it sounds like we're booming 100,000 watts. And we're this little, I'm not going to say little, we're an AM station.
Right.
Same thing with if you have a smart speaker. All you got to do is say 1380 WAOK, and boom, you can hear it all over the country. So yes, do digital play a mighty big role in the advancement of, I say, my station and any others? Yes, it does. Even when I hire staff, I hire them with skills on digital platforms, social media platforms, all of those platforms, because they work in tangent.
Okay.
That you can hear a Wanderlin Stokes or a Derek Bozeman or a D. Dawkins Hagler in the mornings, and then take that same information that they gave, and then you can go back to the website, go back to our app, and hear it again.
Yes.
So a big push from a company standpoint is digital.
Okay.
Every day, all day.
Okay.
I watch all of our social media. I watch our website to make sure all of my staff are posting, everything that had been said that day.
Okay.
So it is major.
It is major. I want to take a journey back a little bit,
Okay.
because
Far back?
right, not too far back, because I like today, but sometimes you want the good old days,
Right.
and I think about the Quiet Storm, and when you became you became legendary in Atlanta with the Quiet Storm. Like, did you realize that what you were creating was going to become such a cultural moment, or did it catch you by surprise also?
I did not. The person that did was Mike Roberts.
Oh, wow.
First of all, he was the one that hired me, and he hired me to do overnights.
Okay.
One of the young ladies who were doing overnights was on an indefinite leave of absence, and so he snatched me from WIGO, brought me to V103, and said, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'm like, "We went from AM to FM. You Skippy, I can do it." And so I had been overnights for probably 5 to 6 months, and then Mike Roberts called me into his office, and I'm just nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna lose the job that I just got. Oh my.
Right.
And he said, "Joyce, I have an idea." And I said, "What's the idea, Mike?" He said, "I want you to host the Quiet Storm." Now, I had been listening to the Quiet Storm, the album hour and everything,
Right.
and I knew the format of the station. And I said, okay, and I told him, I said, "Why are you choosing me to do it?" Because it's normally a deep voice male
Right.
that is doing this nighttime radio show about Okay, when I learned that this was the reason in which I did not get the gig. Well, fast forward, I used to do this show, the syndicated show called Auto Scoop with Adam Goldfine.
I told you.
And it was a radio show. and we were on like 50 something markets across the country, and we would fly out to LA, we would fly to Chicago, Detroit, just numerous of places, but it was all good for me because it was all radio. And then a local channel came to us and said, we want to do this show on TV. My heart started palpitating. I was like, no, because I did not want what I had experienced before to happen again and be on TV and people, talk about me and she's plus size and blah, blah, blah. So I fought against it, but our ratings for that show were so good that it had to transfer and translate over into TV. And so I, talked to my mom about it and Jay about it, and they were like, do it, Joyce, you gotta do it. And so I did it. And for 2 years, we got reviews. People had great comments about, what they saw in us on the TV. And so that helped me stop shaming myself of being a plus size woman. And as I said, the Oprahs and a lot of people started being seen as plus size women, and that helped me even move further. But yes, did I feel like I wasn't physically pretty enough or good enough to be seen outside of the microphone on radio? Yes.
Well, listen, we know better than that. Because we know you beautiful. We know all of us are beautiful. So we don't even worry about that anymore. But we know that type industry. Before we closed, there was a question that someone asked, and they wanted from your level and where you're at. How does a younger person who maybe graduating find their way in radio today that may be differently than it was, 20 years ago?
Are you in Atlanta? If you are looking and seeing me now, if you are in Atlanta, send your resume to me and go online at odyssey.com careers and apply. Because I literally need to hire 2 people.
Wow.
But seriously, I think be efficient in the digital space, because I lean on, like, one of our producers here is a guy that worked with me, and I saw how talented he was in that space, and so I just grabbed him by the hand, and I knew that he was one that needed to be on staff with me. So as long as you have proficiency in the digital space and can bring out
There you go.
Sorry about that plus size thing going on. But yeah, pursue it. What, as a manager, what we look for is a personality. We look for character. Right. We look for great writing skills. And now you got AI, so you don't really have to do all the things that we used to do. And then go into the spaces. I mean, we are always out. This weekend I have 3 events, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that I will be out among people in the community. One arts event that's happening at Fulton County. So be in these spaces to meet people, but be proficient in technology. From a digital standpoint, be proficient with the social media, all those platforms, utilize everything that is out there. And then hit my email.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you.
You got your answer. Listen, this has been one amazing, monumental night. And I just want to thank the incomparable, the amazing Joyce Littell. Can we give it up for Joyce Littell and her coming to Off Script with Tony Cash? Listen, I've just hit the big time now. If you get Joyce Littell, I just hit the big time. But I want to end it, just go off script a little bit, and just really piggyback off something Joyce said tonight. Whatever your challenges are, whether it be you are a woman, maybe you're a person of color, maybe you're a person that feels a little insecure about something about you. What I want you to remember is that everything that God created is good and very good. Mm-hmm. And you look in the mirror and you believe in you when nobody else believes in you, and I guarantee you, your belief will be more important than what anybody else thinks. Tonight, that has been Off Script with Tony Cash. Thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you again with Tony Cash and Off Script. Make it an amazing night. Goodbye.
We hope you enjoyed today's segment. Look at the bottom of your screen to connect with the Leadership Center. While you're there, please consider giving. Your support helps us continue real conversations, biblical truth, and real